Love yourself first. Unlocking genuine happiness. Introduction. In a world that often pressures us to seek validation from others, we sometimes forget the most important relationship we have, the one with ourselves. True happiness does not come from external achievements, relationships, or social status. It begins with self-love. When you love yourself, you create a foundation for confidence, resilience, and inner peace. But what does it mean to truly love yourself? And how does self-love unlock genuine happiness? This article explores the importance of self-love, the barriers that prevent it, and practical steps to cultivate it in your daily life. 1. Understanding self-love. What does it really mean? Self-love is more than just pampering yourself or boosting self-esteem. It's about having a deep appreciation and acceptance of who you are, your strengths, weaknesses, and everything in between. It involves treating yourself with kindness, setting healthy boundaries, and believing in your worth without needing validation from others. Self-love versus selfishness. Many people confuse self-love with selfishness. However, the two are vastly different. Self-love is about valuing yourself without diminishing others. It allows you to give from a place of abundance rather than depletion. Selfishness involves prioritizing yourself at the expense of others, often leading to a lack of empathy and connection. True self-love is a balance between taking care of yourself and showing compassion toward others. Why self-love is the key to genuine happiness. Happiness that depends on external circumstances is fleeting. When you tie your happiness to achievements, relationships, or societal approval, you become vulnerable to disappointment. On the other hand, self-love creates a stable foundation for long-term joy. How self-love leads to happiness. 1. Stronger emotional resilience. When you love yourself, setbacks don't define you. You bounce back faster and face challenges with a positive mindset. 2. Healthier relationships. You attract people who respect and value you because you set healthy boundaries. 3. Inner peace. Self-love reduces self-doubt, anxiety, and the constant need for external validation. 4. Increased confidence. Loving yourself helps you recognize your strengths and pursue your goals without fear of failure. Happiness begins when you realize that you are enough just as you are. 3. Barriers to self-love. What's holding you back? Despite its importance, self-love can be difficult to practice due to various internal and external factors. Identifying these barriers is the first step toward overcoming them. Common obstacles to self-love. 1. Negative self-talk and self-criticism. Your inner dialogue shapes how you see yourself. If you constantly criticize yourself, you reinforce negative beliefs that lower your self-esteem. Solution. Practice self-compassion by speaking to yourself with kindness, just as you would with a friend. 2. Fear of judgment and rejection. Many people struggle to love themselves because they fear being judged by others. Seeking approval becomes a priority, making self-love difficult. Solution. Accept that not everyone will approve of you, and that's okay. Prioritize your happiness over societal expectations. 3. Comparing yourself to others. Social media and societal standards often make people feel inadequate. Comparing your life to others' curated highlights can lead to feelings of unworthiness. Solution. Focus on your journey. Celebrate your progress instead of measuring your success against others. 4. Past trauma and unresolved emotions. Painful past experiences can create a belief that you are not worthy of love. Childhood wounds, failed relationships, or past failures often leave deep scars. Solution: seek therapy or self-reflection practices to heal and move forward. 4. Practical steps to cultivate self-love. Self-love is a lifelong journey that requires intentional effort. Here are some practical ways to nurture and strengthen your relationship with yourself. 1. Practice self-compassion. Instead of being overly critical, be kind to yourself. Accept that making mistakes is part of being human. Exercise. Each day, write down one kind thing about yourself or something you did well. 2. Set healthy boundaries. Loving yourself means respecting your own needs and limits. Don't overcommit or allow people to take advantage of you. Tip. Learn to say no without guilt. Your time and energy are valuable. 3. Prioritize self-care. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally is an act of self-love. Ways to practice self-care. Get enough sleep. Exercise regularly. Eat nourishing foods. Meditate or practice mindfulness. Engage in activities that bring you joy. 4. Challenge negative thoughts. Your thoughts influence your emotions and behaviors. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, you'll believe it. Exercise. When a negative thought arises, ask yourself, would I say this to a friend? If not, replace it with a positive affirmation. 5. Surround yourself with positivity. The people you spend time with influence your self-perception. Choose relationships that uplift and support you. Tip. If someone constantly drains your energy or makes you feel unworthy, it may be time to distance yourself. 6. Celebrate your achievements. Acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small. Success isn't just about big milestones, it's also about the little victories along the way. Exercise. Keep a success journal where you write down one thing you achieved each day. 7. Forgive yourself and let go of the past. Holding on to guilt or regret prevents self-love. You deserve forgiveness as much as anyone else. Exercise. Write a letter to yourself forgiving past mistakes. Then, let it go. 8. Do things that make you happy. Engage in hobbies, passions, and activities that bring you joy. Happiness grows when you allow yourself to enjoy life. Tip. Schedule time for yourself, even if it's just 30 minutes a day. 5. How self-love transforms every aspect of your life. Loving yourself doesn't just impact your happiness, it influences every part of your life. 1. Relationships improve. When you love yourself, you no longer settle for toxic relationships. You attract healthy, supportive connections because you know your worth. 2. Career growth becomes easier. Self-love boosts confidence, which helps you take risks, pursue your goals, and handle criticism constructively. 3. Mental health strengthens. Practicing self-love reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. It creates emotional resilience, making it easier to handle life's challenges. 4. Decision-making becomes clearer. When you value yourself, you make choices that align with your well-being rather than trying to please others. 5. Life feels more fulfilling. When you embrace self-love, you live with purpose, joy, and authenticity. Instead of seeking happiness externally, you find it within. 6. Overcoming setbacks on the journey to self-love. Self-love isn't always easy. There will be days when self-doubt creeps in. However, setbacks are a natural part of the process. How to stay on track. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to have bad days. Accept them without guilt. 2. Practice gratitude. Focus on what you appreciate about yourself. 3. Seek support. Talk to friends, mentors, or therapists when struggling. 4. Be patient. Self-love is a lifelong journey. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Conclusion. Loving yourself first is not selfish, it's essential. Genuine happiness comes from within, and the journey to self-love is the key to unlocking it. By embracing who you are, setting boundaries, practicing self-care, and shifting your mindset, you create a life filled with confidence, joy, and fulfillment. Start today. Look in the mirror, smile at yourself, and say, I am worthy of love and happiness. Because you are.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.